All right, what's the deal? Bad listeners back outside. We're here at Suter with none other than Ziggy Waters. So for the people at home who might not know, let them know. What's your deal?
Uh, what's my deal?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I make music. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
I'm a curator. Nah, for real. I make music. I take that very seriously.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I'm just another person looking for a 9 to 5.
Ooh. So is the 9 to 5 finding you right now?
Hell nah. Nope. Not 9 to 5. Not finding me right now. Shit, I ain't gonna lie. On the record, the place that I'm about to get hired at, they just got canceled today. So
Damn. Canceled like in society?
in society,
Oh no.
yeah, like in society, I'm like, damn.
Damn. So it's like you got to be like, do I need the check or am I or are you just you're out?
Nah, it kind of be like, bro, I don't know. I be having like I don't be knowing where I stand so in the social climate and the political climate. I feel like you can only choose one, but when you broke, you really don't got no opinion. So I'm broke. I really don't have no opinion.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, and then get the fuck on.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm about. And you ain't niggas. People be like, look, man, you not supposed to take money when you know people shady. No, you not supposed to be cool with shady people. Money is money.
Damn, that's a bar. Money is money.
Money is money. Like money is money. Just cause I took your money don't mean we friends. That's what people need to.
I mean, and who knows? Maybe you can do your best to change the system from within. Gotta get in the belly of the beast.
I mean, man, see, I could talk to you about changing the system all day. You don't want to talk to me about changing the system.
All right, hell yeah. So you played with us at the actual first Bad Listener at Cafe Suter.
Yeah, I did. I was watching that on YouTube. I was
Oh, yeah?
watching that shit on YouTube. My auntie actually commented on that shit.
Oh no way.
I was literally watching it. I was watching it 2 days ago on YouTube late at night, and it had one comment, and I was like, damn, I wonder who this one comment was. It was my auntie. She said I was the shit, and I was like, damn, my auntie seen this.
Hell yeah. Love that the fam supports.
Yeah, nah, bro, that's the first time my family ever supported me on anything.
Damn, that comment was?
Yeah, that comment was. My family, I ain't gonna lie, so like crazy enough, I was throwing a party, and then I randomly like called my mama. It was like for my birthday, and then my little cousin, mind you, I ain't seen her since she was like 5, bro. She was like, yeah, I'm finna go to Ziggy Waters' party downtown, and then so my cousin that's closer to my age was like, oh shit, yeah, that's my government name. I'm not about to say my government name. But she was like, oh yeah, that's such and such. And she was like, what, for real? And then my mama called me, and it was just like this whole thing of like, my younger cousin's been listening to my music like
Oh wow.
for years now. And like, yeah, that shit was like crazy, bro. I'm like, damn, I don't even talk to my family. So just like to have that connection with like my younger family members just off of them finding my music and like rocking with me, that shit's fire.
Yeah, that's sweet. I could say I definitely relate. Like since we've been doing the Bad Listener, like some members of my family have been popping out to events that like I don't usually see too much, and it's just kind of dope, like seeing them like notice you for something in the world, and then like, But I mean, it's really cool, and I think like having the support of the fam is really important. Just kind of gives you that little extra bit of energy to keep going.
It's like, bro, we need this. We need that reassurance. We be out here making our own family and stuff like that. I had just talked about it the other day. Cause I was like, man, you be out here young and you be doing shit and you be like, man, it's just me. I mean, some people come from a loving background. I don't want to seem like everybody family ain't shit, but it's just like, you really can feel like you alone out here or like your friends is your family. But as you get older, like a lot of stuff that you might think is not important end up being important to you. And like family is important. It's important to have that, but it's also important for them to like recognize you. Like we all deserve to be recognized for our homework, for our hard work. So it's like, hell yeah, our family need to see us. But if they ain't recognizing you, then stay away from them niggas.
Hell yeah. So how long you been making music for?
I've been making music since 9th grade. I want to say 9th grade. I started off making music on my phone. Fuck Steve Lacy. Because Steve Lacy be making it seem like he was the first nigga to do that. And he wasn't the first one to do it. I was making music on my phone. And then I met Cass Aglitz. That's an artist from Detroit.
Okay.
I met Cass Aglitz.
Oh yeah.
And he gifted me.
Yeah, we did Producer House with him. Shouts out Kaz.
Oh damn.
Shouts out Video 7. That was like a minute ago.
Yeah, so I met Kaz, this shorty I was fucking with. She put his music in a playlist, and I was like, damn, this nigga sweet. And so then I found him on Twitter, and then we ended up becoming friends like that. And he just heard all my old shit. I had actually stopped making music at the time I met him. He gave me a machine for free. Like he gave me
Like
the
the native
software.
instruments.
Yep, the native instruments. He gave me the controller and the software for free. He's like, bro, I believe in you. You just gotta buy a computer. So I had the software for a long time, and then I ended up getting a computer. And then yeah, I started off making music on machine. Always been recording. I started off making boom bap music, so that's why I throw people off when I be like, yeah, I started making music because of Nas. Like the shit I make now don't sound like that, but I definitely was one of them rapidy rapping. I could rap.
Everything you just said is very relatable. Me and Bill started off making beats on the machine. We were making boom bap, but time goes on. Different vibes come in and out, and the flavor in the city changes and everything. So, what are you most excited about now in terms of music? Like, what are you really tapping into? What are you paying attention to?
Um, I've been trying to pay attention more to what's going on, like in my surroundings, like in the city. Like I'm not gonna lie, I don't be hip. I don't be hip. So I've been trying to listen to more people in the city. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I really fuck with Lando. I've been listening to Lando a lot. I fuck with Lando. I mean,
Lando, I mean, yep.
yeah.
Oh yeah, we were. He was at Assemble like around the same time me and Bill were. So like, I remember he was in the studio. He was mad young. He was just trying to get it figured out. It's so sweet seeing how he's kind of like progressed and he's making really like dope shit right now.
Yeah, no, I rock with Lando heavy. I'm trying to think of it's this other artist. Her name TT Bambino, Fire. The whole like Blur. I started off in the studio with them, but like just seeing what they've been doing just been sweet. So I'm really trying to keep my ear to the city, but outside of that, really just trying to make this good music, man.
Oh yeah.
I feel like what's been inspiring me is seeing everybody do their thing, cause like I don't know. It's like those. It's like that. It's like that thing of like being a creative in the city. I feel like you always silently experience like ego death. Like you be in your bag for a minute and can't nobody tell you nothing, and you think you cold, but then you back off and you not on it as much, and then everybody else start coming out, and you like, oh shit. I feel like they forgetting about me. Like it's like FOMO with music, but I like feeling that way because for a long time it just felt like only the people that I knew was sweet at making music, but it's like now I know more people. I know me and my friends or my immediate circle is not the only one. So I ain't gonna lie, it's motivation, and honestly, I think that's how it should be. I think, it's good to give each other our just dues, our props, but I do think we need more Kobe's in this. We need more swords in this. So it's like when somebody drop, you should be a little bit jealous. That should put a little fire in your ass. You should be like, oh, I gotta go crazy like this with the. So it's nice to have that feeling again. Like, oh yeah, like it's time for you to drop, but you better not drop no bullshit. I like that feeling.
Yeah, that's sweet. So, are you working on a release right now?
Yeah, I'm working on a project right now. I mean, I'm always working on a project. It's about if that shit gonna come out. But yeah, I'm working on a project right now. Billy got some shit on there. Honestly, man, yeah, my next project is gonna be a great project. It's gonna be a great project.
What about format?
Yeah, shit, like the shit format. We having some more events. We having some more events. Format is back. It's back.
Okay.
What can I say about that? Shit, man, it's me, Don Juan, Malik. Really, Don Juan and Malik. I came in on the back end, but it's us. It's really about the music again. It's just a lot of events, man. You go to these events. I'm tired of going to events and feeling like it gotta be social. I'm ready to give a fuck about the music again. And so that's what format's all about, giving a fuck about the music. And if you give a fuck about the music, want to get blood, want to get high, have a good time, then you come to the right place. Also, I'm just trying to figure out a way to do it to where it can actually be free. Like, I feel like as long as it is a monetary value based on music, none of these people are gonna give a fuck about the music. Even if it could be your best homie that you know they a good person in their heart, as long as they got a venue and they making a profit or a dollar, that dollar gonna always come before the music. So it's just like we need something that's really showcasing that, like, nah, we don't give a fuck about the money. And I get it, we all struggle, but it's like you gotta struggle in order to prove your point. Like ain't no good point that was proved ever didn't have no struggle behind it.
So
And
true.
I feel like, that's the thing. Like, bro, people just don't give a fuck about the music no more. Even when it come down to a simple sound system, like, I want to hear that shit. Like, I know you remember the first time you heard some music, a song that you've been hearing your whole life on a good ass sound
Hell yeah.
system. Like, that shit probably changed.
Honestly, I think my most recent experience with that was hearing that Kendrick and SZA Luther song on Marble Bars speakers, like right after that song came out. Like, I liked that song, but then when I heard it there, I was like, damn, like the bass is like, oof. It's just like, yeah, it's like
And
so
it's like
thick.
people want to experience that. Like, it's a thing. Like, people are audiophiles. People care about shit like that. And so I'm also working on a partnership with Doghouse to also just provide like weed, to cater to the environment. Plus, I'm all about supporting those who support you back. And sometimes all people got is their presence to give. And that means a lot to me that you even bother to show up. So if I can just show people that I appreciate them for coming out by giving them a little free weed, plus some banging ass music to listen to, that's really all I'm about, man.
Yeah, and a lot of time you're on the grill too.
Yeah, look, last time I was on the grill, but I ain't gonna be on the grill this time. I'm on the decks this time. And you know what? We doing 2-hour DJ sets, cause no more 1-hour DJ
Ooh.
sets. Every DJ should have 2 hours. I ain't even sweet the first 45 minutes, dog.
Hey.
I need 2 hours. Like,
If you at the club and it's a new mixer, you need that 45 just to get that, lock it in.
you need that 45. I'm telling you, bro. You ever had an hour set? Soon as that 45 come in, you know where all the songs at. You know the sweet ass. You know where everything.
Hell yeah.
Now your shit up.
Yup. Just when you get cooking.
Just when you get cooking. So it's like, yeah, all of this shit is important to me. Longer DJ sets, fucking fire ass sound systems, free weed, and people not having to pay to hear good music. Cause it's a way, bro. Niggas got this shit, bro. I hate to be cussing, cause I hope maybe y'all could bleep this shit out, but maybe not. But no, real spill, like, bro, it's enough money out here for the DJs to eat, but the people to not have to come out of pocket. Once it's greed. This is the greed that they was talking about in the Bible. That's the scene. The scene is the greed that they was talking about in the Bible, dog.
Hell yeah. I mean, we're going to talk about this more off camera for sure. I mean, this topic goes deep, I feel like. But yeah, I mean, I think you're definitely one of the top champions of the city, and you've been doing some really dope parties lately. I feel like you're doing a good job of kind of like connecting local people with out-of-town talent that's popping off. And like you were killing it Movement Weekend.
I got to fucking do a show. Like, dude, like, that shit was crazy. I've been wanting to talk about that. Like, I be thinking about that shit every day, especially like if I'm having a bad day. Like, dude, I really like had a party, like, and Trash Talk was there. Like, who party Trash Talk?
Yeah, talk that shit.
Like, Trash Talk was there. That's crazy. Got Mike to spin and Nisha Kim to spin. That was crazy. Navy Blue was there. Alchemist was there. Alchemist is such a funny character, bro. Like, it'd be funny. It'd be funny. I was about to say some wild shit, but I can't even. But Alchemist is like so funny, dude. No, that shit was fun, bro. That shit was fun. And I mean, honestly, I think like the highlight of that is like being able to see my friends like interact with people that they look up to. Cause like I always be transparent. Like before I ever, like I went to a Mike concert before, but I wasn't a avid listener of like Mike's music. My friends, what Don Juan was. The first time I ever went to a Mike show, Don Juan asked me to go. I went. I was working at FedEx. I was sleepy as hell. I woke up from the Kush coma. I thought Mike was gonna. He had on a puffer jacket. He was a little bigger. He had the locks down. I didn't even know who he was for real. So it's like, even to have like that full circle moment of like, you know, having Don Juan do the show with me, like he really fucked with Mike. He really fucked with Navy Blue. Like he fucked with that lineup. That was the highlight of that moment for me. It's like getting cause that's somebody who deserved their flowers. So it's like, as long as I'm getting my flowers, I'm gonna make sure they get their flowers too. So that was the highlight of that moment. And then even having like Mike DJ at Paramita, you know, a lot of people couldn't afford that show. Like they really amped up the tickets last minute. So just to be able to have somewhere to like, not only can his fans see him for free, but they can actually like interact with him because he out in the crowd. Nigga, even Filthy, Wake Up Filthy, pulled up.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he was at Pyramida at the show too.
Damn,
like,
no way.
Zach Fox was there. Like everybody was there. It was a really, really great turnout. So just like that, you know, my friends meeting people that they looked up to, like that's what mean the most to me. And I feel like that's what I've always done, you know. Even in the beginning, before I had any like connections or just knew of people, like I was always able to bridge both gaps of my life, whether that be like the hood people, you know, the hood where I grew up at, those people, and like the creatives, like I was always able to like combine them in one space. Whereas like now I got the people that support me, my people from the hood, you know, my fellow creators that I met doing this, and like people with higher up connections and stuff like that, or like that's getting on, like that's what it's about. I've always been able to blend worlds. And so I just like being able to blend worlds, and I like doing that. I mean, I hope to do more shit like that, bro, because like I said, all it take is one of us. As soon as one of us get through the door, all of us in the door. Oh, yeah. And it's like a lot of people don't think with that mind. Like it's easy to just say it, but I really do try to like live by it, because you ain't nothing without a village behind you. You ain't nothing without people around you. And so it's just like, yeah, that event was a good showcase of that. Like if one win, we all win. Like, and we gonna have plenty more nights. We gonna win. We gonna get hot some more. We gonna listen to some more music.
So what's the next big moment you got lined up right now? Anything in particular in the next couple months or weeks for the summer you got going on?
I'm plotting on a birthday party. I'm plotting on a crazy birthday party.
Hell yeah.
I'm plotting on a crazy birthday. Like I wanna really do a nice birthday party. Like a real slapper. And I mean, honestly, like I said, it's all about like giving back to those who give to you. So I'm really just trying to figure out how I can do that tenfold, like do it better than last time, but also do it tenfold, like really give y'all a gift to leave with.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's it. Probably like my birthday. Other than that, I don't really know, you know. I don't be performing too much. I am having a performance in October, but I don't really be performing like that, DJing or nothing like that. So probably around my birthday.
Okay.
That'll be like the next big year.
Oh yeah. So you got anything else you want to say to the people?
Yeah, man. If you see me at work, I do not stand with the Zionists. I am just getting the bag.
All right. Glad we got to put that on record.
On record.
All right. Shouts out to Ziggy Waters. Shouts out to Cafe Souterre. Get that bag any way you have to do it. Get it any way you can. It all sounds bad. Peace.
Bad listener.